All right, guys, so here we are at episode 4 of The Creative Process. I'm your host, Mark Levy, and yes, there is no intro music in this podcast because why would this podcast have intro music? Let you know also, if you're starting with this week's episode, I do not recommend that because, with most creative processes, this is only leg 4 of a lot. Actually, it's not even it's leg 4 of this podcast, but it's not really leg 4 of this process for this play. Today, I am recording again with Kristen. This will be our second production meeting episode, and we have a guest who's a playwright that I adore, and also the reason why we actually know each other.
That's true.
It's true. John Galvez.
How you doing?
So,
clap,
yeah,
track
clap, right, yeah. All right, so we are recording inside of his car, oddly enough, maybe 300 feet from where Kristen and I work.
Yep.
Which is cool. Yeah. So last week's episode, I was writing a scene for the play. Mm-hmm. And since then, there's not been too much stuff. Just the biggest thing is we have to start getting ready to talk about tech because we have our tech stuff coming up. I got the mailer in the email today, yesterday, asking about tech requirements, and I want this play to be simple.
Yeah, well, you know me. I am a little more minimalistic in terms of lighting and stuff. I'm very easygoing with this shit. I also know what I'm talking about, though, when it comes to lighting. So I can actually ask for what I need, and they will understand.
I think this will be more of a lighting play than it is going to be set play.
Oh, definitely. It's definitely going to be a lighting play.
I mean, I wrote it for 4 chairs and a table, essentially. Yeah. Maybe 5 or 6 chairs. But there's never going to be that many people sitting.
This is a play that we're definitely going to need to set scenes with lighting.
Yes.
We're definitely going to need some spotlights, especially like the computer scenes.
Right.
Those need spots. Possibly the proposal scene needs a spot.
Right.
And also, then we want some colors and maybe either follow lights or some kind of strobe.
It is a festival prop.
Well,
set.
Festival plot,
plot, yeah.
Well, what have you been provided? Is it a magic sheet or just a lighting plot?
I'm not entirely sure yet.
Okay.
I think we're going to find that out at our next Planet Connections meeting.
Nice. Okay.
Which I highly encourage you to be there, Kristen.
Yeah. That way you'll be there?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know the date yet offhand.
As soon as you know, let me know.
It doesn't matter. So I'm trying to figure out how many scenes I want in this play still.
Okay.
I've written 9 scenes right now. Mm-hmm. I feel like we're at about 50 minutes long in running time. We have about 70 minutes total.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's a 15-scene play.
Okay. So that means what, 6 more?
Yeah. And I'm still trying to make sure. Have you read up to what I've written so far? Okay. All right, that's fair. Guys,
I've been apartment hunting. It's been hectic. It's been real.
It's okay. I mean, honestly,
it's a thing. It is a thing.
It is a thing. Which is fine because honestly, we're still at the point right now where Mark still has to hammer out this play.
That is true.
And Mark just finished his taxes today.
Woo!
And there's been a lot of stress on my plate, and some of it has slithered off. Some of it's not going to go away, which is okay because stress makes me work better. I think.
Oh,
do you do that? How about you, Galvez? Because I feel like you're not really much of a deadline writer.
Oh, I'm an insane deadline writer. It's you just got to give me the deadline. That's the problem with me. The thing with me is that if there's a deadline, if there is some kind of deadline, I will write until the very last absolute second. For example, the last play we worked on together, Life TBD, I literally hit send on that 1 minute before the deadline.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, literally.
That I knew.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, John has been in the Fringe Festival 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah. So he knows, this is not just a guest star that is just appearing. This is a really good playwright that knows how to deal with festival situations.
Kind of what I do.
This is my first time doing a full-length play in a festival, I think, that I wrote.
Yeah, and
besides for the Frigid. But that was already pretty much done at that point.
Yeah, and going in without a finalized script, it's fucking brave what you're doing. I'm sorry, can I say that?
No, you're allowed to curse.
Okay.
This whole podcast is literally just about being honest.
Nice. So yeah, this is absolutely brave what you're doing, going in without a script being accepted. So kudos to you, man.
Thank you. I mean, I was really shocked when they accepted it, without like actual pages. And then I was like, okay, so I had some ideas, and like I told Kristen a while ago that I had some like things jotted down, and I just threw them out when I was like, I want to get a cast together and write for the cast.
Well, you sold it on concept, that, and that's a cool thing.
Which I think I'm very proud of that. I mean, considering the concept is literally the title, Waiting.
Well, let me ask you this: what is your slug line at the moment? Like, what is your one sentence synopsis of what is this about?
I'm waiting. Just waiting. I'm not even joking about that. That is what I submitted.
Very Godot.
Extremely good. It's definitively to Godot.
It really is. I mean, literally, that's the title of Waiting for Godot and Guffman. I mean, like, I literally sold this play as a series of scenes about waiting. I'm in the middle of writing one that is, like, the most crazy thing ever, where it's 2 assistants for a magician on stage, and the magician's off stage trying to capture a loose tiger.
Wow.
And there's an audience member heckling.
Now, let me ask a question, because Kristen has told me something.
Okay.
Are you putting in the story that involves me? Because she told you one story that involved me.
Now I'm trying to remember which one that is.
It was Life TBD.
I'm trying to remember which one.
I don't remember this.
It's the one where I made your wait to let you know if you're...
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
His vetting process for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put it succinctly that way.
Okay, I remember that. It's not in the play.
Okay.
I did put in Kat's marijuana story.
Hell yes.
That's actually what I was writing in the last episode. I got through 3 pages of it while typing it aloud.
Was it SeaWorld that she was...
Huh?
Was it SeaWorld?
SeaWorld. It's actually seen in SeaWorld, which could probably be an issue. But we'll fix that if...
We could call it...
Sealand.
You can just say... aquarium.
Yeah, okay, that's
or
fair.
Water park with animals.
Or you have a sign where it's SEE World and dodge all copyright whatsoever.
It's spelled WURLD, right?
You can do that too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, for example, I saw Puffs a few weeks ago. They get away with so much legal stuff simply by altering the names just a little bit.
Good.
So you can get away with it. It's no problem.
All right.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I don't really want to, like, get myself in trouble with this play or get Planet Connections in trouble.
Of course.
Sea Universe.
That sounds cool.
Shamu World.
Nope.
Is that copyright?
That is copyright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no matter what the scene's happening,
right,
the name is going to probably...
Ocean Universe. I mean, literally, it's the same thing. But...
I did write the HR person to have a very weird monologue because I have everyone walking in late to it. So she keeps restarting the monologue. Literally. And, like, it starts with, oh, hello.
Yeah.
Like, it literally starts, she starts it 4 times.
And every
goes,
time
hello.
It's an automated spiel that they have to run off of. Yeah, oh, God.
Like, the O is in shock, awesome. Like, a shock thing. Like,
yeah.
Even though it's not. Like, it's in their script.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if I told you this, I wrote Kristen into the play, and
I'm aware.
And our stage manager, Adam, has a small bit role, too.
That's going to be fun. You talk to me about this.
I mean, how do you feel about that? Because I feel like you don't really do too much meta stuff in your stuff, John.
I do and I do and I don't. I do when people get it.
You also do. The plays I've read of yours are part of a giant fabric world.
Well, yeah. Well, to describe it quickly for anyone listening that has no idea, it's I have a 16-part play series. All the stories are interconnected, and those who have read more than one of them, they catch references to other plays in other plays. Dialogues, characters, plot points, and so on. And so we have a thing every time we get together so often to read one of my plays, where basically every time they catch one of these, Kristen, what do they say?
Fuck you, John.
That's what they say.
I love how you're making it like I've not been to one of your readings before.
Yeah, well, just for anyone who doesn't know, but it's but the meta thing, I always found it risky for me because it's putting it so much. I don't know if it's putting trust in the audience or the director director or like. It's always the writer's paranoia that something's going to be taken out of your hands.
I think it's being trust in the audience.
Well, also the way
trusting
that the
your
play
audience to be intellectual and to understand it. Trusting that your audience comes from a theater background.
And also, I'm not concerned about about like trust in them. I think they're going to get it, especially because the way the play begins.
Right.
But I also think they're going to get it because of the way where this is going. This is going into a play festival where people that are theater nerds literally go to all the shows.
Yeah. I mean, this is where you have the advantage. You understand the type of audience coming into this.
Exactly.
I'm writing in hopes of getting produced in Kentucky. So I have to, be a little more careful.
Right. Right. That's very true. We are two very different playwrights from someone that's read both of our stuff. I can say that.
So can I.
Yeah.
But I love you both.
I love you too. I want to figure out when we can have a meeting with the cast, because I know we were talking about that last time. Should I send out like an email to everyone?
Keep them in the loop. Make sure they still remember they're doing this.
Oh, no, they Tiara actually just emailed me like yesterday saying, I read this email a few days ago, and here's my response. Cool.
You know what would actually help? Because what do you have, like 5 more to go, you said?
About 5 more, but honestly, my writing process sometimes is quick.
Yeah.
So, like, the way I write, as I've told you before, is I get an idea and then just word vomit it out.
Right. Well, it might behoove you to have a second session, because I have a feeling that everyone had that thing where after they came out of the first session, they're like, oh, I should have told that story.
Yes, because I had that moment.
Okay.
So having another session just to read what you have so far and to throw out more stories, because after you go through it, it's got to prompt the actors to go, you know what reminds me of this, you know what reminds me of this. You're just going to get so rich in material, it could do nothing but benefit the piece.
And we have someone new coming in who hasn't given it any material.
And there's also 2 people that were not at the first time.
That's true. Julia wasn't there at the first.
Julia and Marissa were not there the first time.
Yeah.
All right, so that will be on my agenda. To send that out tonight to figure out when we can get a meeting with everyone. Which means a couple of us will have to definitely request off of work, but it's important.
It's for the sake of the art.
It really is.
The art.
It's terrifying doing this, guys.
It is.
I think I'm more anxious of a person than I usually am. Recently, I mean, this is not even about the creative process right now. I'm actually I'm searching for a new therapist right now. I haven't had a therapist in several years.
This is why Ernest Hemingway called a bottle of scotch a good start.
Right.
Yep.
And I mean, I'm not saying like I'm stressed out because of the play. There's a lot of things in my life that are, and also get things in order.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like insane thinking about like the level of things on my plate right now. I mean, I thought like going down to 1.5 jobs would have made things a lot easier.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's all good. Now, I mean, I'm trying to think because like we're only about 13 minutes into this, and I mean, I don't think we're done with this episode yet either. I'm trying to think like
we could just riff for 7 minutes.
We could do it. I mean, I'm not saying we're out of time or anything like that.
Right.
I don't think we're done yet with this. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say I'm at a writer's block right now with the play, because I'm not.
Right.
But, like,
it's focusing, man.
It's focusing and, like, trying to figure out, like, the best way to, like, write.
Yeah, it's different for everybody, and there are some people who never figure out the best way to write. They just kind of do it, and somehow it ends up good.
Yeah.
Trying to find that it's always tricky. Like with the apartment hunting we're doing, I'm looking for something where I'll be able to write, have some seclusion to it, and be able to focus it when I'm able to focus. But at the same time, anytime I need a break from it, I can. Yeah. I know. I think John Patrick Shanley, he had his own office for a while, but he found it so isolating and like. He couldn't do it. He had to give up the office just to get his stuff done. He was like so isolated, and he had 2 rooms, and he turned one room into an herb garden. So, I guess that does something for the sanity.
I mean, I think I find that with my process as like a choreographer and director, a lot of times to get ideas out, instead of like sitting in my room and like at a desk, I like sitting out in a public area, like a park or like the Brooklyn Promenade is my main spot.
Oh, that's a really nice area.
Where I sit there, look out at the water, and brainstorm. Yeah. I learned this very early as a kid. Even when doing homework, writing essays, nope. I could not sit at a desk.
But
I wasn't able to focus. I would lose focus. Whereas, like, for me, like, my process, I have to, like, be able to, like, either sit outside or even if it's too cold, I would sit in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Where there's life around me. Put some music in my ears and I isolate myself, but I'm still surrounded by people.
Right.
Because for some reason, I can't isolate myself too much.
For me, I actually have to, like, do the opposite. Like, I have to, like, most of the time, I wrote Lenny Bruce Is Not Afraid all between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. in my bedroom.
Done that.
And I still think it's the best thing I've written. Yeah. But, like, I mean...
Well, Mark, I think you and I are the same way when it comes to this part. Like, you ever seen the movie The Social Network?
Of course.
There's this one scene where Jesse Eisenberg, yeah. Anyway, he's like figuring out what he's making the Facebook. He's like, it's missing something, and then his one friend comes in. It's like, I wish I knew if this girl was single or not. And it's like brainstorm. He runs out of the room and he goes to put in the relationship status. And I think that we're the same type where if we get that lightning bolt, we have to write right now.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just getting that weird lightning bolt moment that could literally come from anywhere at any time.
Yeah, I mean,
and being able to get to a computer.
I've had those choreography moments, and it's really hard. If you have one of those moments on a train or something, oh God.
And I'm really excited because I'm going to have to give you homework very soon because I don't know if you know both songs that you're choreographing to.
I'm choreographing?
I told you. Oh yeah, you haven't read any of the subway scene, right?
No.
So Kat, when she does her $4
dance, $4, yeah.
It starts off as the song Barbra Streisand by Duck Soup. It gets even better. It gets even better.
God.
It gets even better.
How could it get better?
It gets better, man.
All right.
Jesus
Sell it.
Christ.
Sell it.
About a minute into it turns into Brick by Ben Folds. Galvez, why are you quiet?
No, I just have a weird connection to Ben Folds, but...
Okay, what? Do you mind me asking what that is?
I don't want to say it on podcast. Anyway, but okay.
I just thought it'd be really funny to contrast a very fun, silly song with Brick by Ben Folds 5. And also the same hard dancing.
I'm just thinking of the songs right now. Actually, they mesh really well.
They kind of do.
They do.
Because Barbra Streisand and Brick kind of... Like, Brick, about a minute into it, becomes very, very high pace, you know?
Yeah. And I think if you layer them together, they actually work out. I think it actually work out.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, there's this really weird fine line I'm working with this play. Like, right after that is probably the most sincere moment in the whole play. Mm-hmm. It actually came from the other MTA story that we have that our cast member Stephanie gave about possibly seeing a dead body.
Watch it. Spoilers.
I decided to make that at the end of a second date. So, and also I'm not really afraid of spoilers at this point, because this play is not going to be seen by anyone until the middle of June. We're right now 2 months we're 2 months away. For all we know, things could change a lot. Things could change very little. I imagine things will change a lot just because of the way that me and Kristen like to work.
That is true.
And the level of freedom that I like to give my actors as a writer. And, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm so stuck on, she's a Barbra Streisand drowning slowly. So...
man, it makes me think it should become more of a mashup then. Like, it just turns from Barbra Streisand to...
There's a way to layer it to where you can make that work.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do, like, Barbra Streisand into the mix, then...
Or just at the end, randomly Barbra Streisand.
It makes Kristen's job more fun.
Whee!
I do want everyone to have fun with this. I mean, like, especially because I can't pay anyone because we're making this as getting donated to Samaritans NYC.
Right. Well, let me ask you a question. What is your money situation with funding with the production?
It was a lot better until I actually cut my hand open.
Ah, that's a thing.
And had to go to the emergency room at midnight.
Right.
But it's not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. I mean, there's not much budget still.
Right.
But I mean, I do decently enough at work that I can produce my own play.
Right. I mean, do you want to do any kind of fundraising effort outside?
Oh no! Well, we have to because
outside of that, because it's a twofold thing where it's raising money for a good cause, but you also have to be able to get the show up.
That's true.
That is fair. I mean, I would like to. I mean, I'm still trying to figure things out with that too.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of things that are like, there's so many balls in the air that are all good balls. I want to catch them all.
I'm sorry, my mind went 3 different places
No,
with that comment.
I realized what I was talking about.
I ended with
I sound
Pokemon.
insane.
I ended with Pokemon. I was not going to go to the other two.
Well, no, I was like, I sound insane because, juggling balls. And then, of course, me actually just
big balls.
try to catch the balls.
And catch them all.
Say
Pokemon.
it, John. Just say it.
We need to move on from balls.
All right.
What's the song?
That's what she said.
No, the balls song.
What? Which ball song?
Big balls.
What?
Fuck.
Are you thinking of Sir Mix-a-Lot, Big Butts?
No, it's like a Dropkick Murphys or something.
Oh, probably.
Uh-huh.
They have a lot of fun songs.
Yeah, sorry, my brain is...
That's okay. It's been a very long day for everyone.
Right.
Now I'm trying to think. Anything else we need?
Well, let me throw this out.
Sure.
Well, let me throw this out there, and I'm, since you're putting this online,
yeah.
You can make this kind of, you can follow up with this. Do you want to do a fundraising effort to fund the production? Because we can put something together.
I would love to do that.
Yeah,
because if we could twofold this, okay? Whereas we could do a semi-stage reading of my play. If people come in, donate however much they want, help raise money for your production.
That'd be really nice, actually.
Yeah, and it'd be a nice little exercise for the actors. Use the cast, have them come in. It's a preview of this is the cast we have, but here's another show. And if you want to see the show we're putting up, give us some money and we'll give you a top-notch production.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And also, I know you guys are writing. You tend to write more girl roles than guy roles.
I write immensely more girl roles than guy roles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my breakdown's 3 guys, 6 girls right now.
Your breakdown's 3 guys, 6 girls.
Mm-hmm. Very much on purpose too.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can make something work, sir.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that could be a fun thing to follow up with in the next episode here.
It's going, and that's going on the internet, so it has to be true.
Yeah.
Whee!
Cool. So, all right. I think that's a good place to get ready to end this.
Nice teaser for things to come.
Yeah. No. I mean, I let everyone know that every week, every episode builds on the last episode. And I thank you very much, John, for sitting in here.
I was happy to provide my private studio.
Yeah.
For this recording.
It's a great studio.
Yeah.
Shockingly quiet considering we are 10 feet from Flatbush Extension.
Exactly, that's why I kind of suggested it.
Shit goes down in this car. No one needs to know what happens.
Well, there's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, you just want to move those bottles of stuff. That'd be great.
Cool.
Okay.
Correct. Great.
Awesome.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
yeah, that flame symbol doesn't mean anything, right?
What?
Never mind. I just
was that a bad joke?
Trying to. Failing miserably.
Well, so John's going to have his own podcast called The Creative Process with John Galvez, where he tries to workshop that joke every week.
I've already had a web show, so
I know you have.
I could follow that. It's been 5 years, so I'm overdue.
Okay, well, that's you should let people know where they can watch that, because that's actually a really good web series.
Yeah, you just look up the Playwright Chronicles. That's literally all you have to look up. The Playwright Chronicles on YouTube.
Cool. Chris, anything you want to plug until next time we're together?
Oh, God. I mean, I do have a show coming up in September, but it's after.
Right. We'll talk about that later, of course.
We'll talk about that later. That's after you.
Nice.
In the meanwhile, people could just go see a movie at Alamo Draft House and have a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
We both, this actually coming out today, Colossal, a movie that we're very, very excited to be sharing with the world.
Yeah.
Very cool movie. And if you're in New York and you want to see our CEO, Tim League, and the director of the film, Nacho Vigalondo, they'll both be at the... Well, I think Tim is going to be here probably all weekend.
Tim is here at least Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, no, because very excited because Tim's the best.
He is. He's so fucking cool.
And Nacho Vigalondo is very cool, too. I had a very nice conversation when I met him.
And I'm told that the movie makes haters of Anne Hathaway like Anne Hathaway.
She's also very good on WTF this week.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, cool. I guess we'll see you guys next Friday around noon. Thank you, and see you then. Bye.
See you then. Bye.